Hi guys, DN Neo here, and today I want to talk about a strange conversation, I guess, that kind of came into my head the other night. Was games that have no ending of such as games like Minecraft, the sandbox games that just unleash you into the game and you just go. That's it. There's no story. There's no nothing. Um, uh, yeah, may sound a bit weird, but give me a minute to explain. So, with that kind of genre of game, I always felt like it was a little bit confusing in the sense that, and I should explain right off the bat, there is a I love those types of games. I have spent hours in Minecraft and other such games, but I always find that I get to a certain bit in the game, or especially with Minecraft, or specifically Minecraft, where I go, well, this is it. I never really cared about the Ender Dragon or stuff of that nature, and maybe that's just me as a gamer. So once I get to the point where I've built a good house, I've got a good location, maybe a few bases around the place, even if it's playing in survival or creative. But I always found with those games that, or those types of games, that there is a it's very strange. There is no ceiling. There is no, well, I've done every mission and I'm done. Like, that's it. I've completed the game. I can replay it if I want, but I've done the game. But within that, within a game that has no ceiling or end game, I feel like it does, in the sense that once you've done everything, what is there to do? And I feel like games like that, weirdly, have trapped themselves because it can be quite a hollow feeling, especially if you're doing games like that single player, where you've done everything. Let's say you are somebody that wants to beat the Ender Dragon and the bosses after that, and I believe they've added a new one now as well, and they keep adding to that, and that's really cool. But after you've done all that, there is kind of this hollow feeling, or at least for me, of, well, what do I do next? And I love games that don't explain everything, or have that kind of open-endedness, or you've taken your character throughout this journey and then that's it, it's over. Like, no, I want to keep going with this character. So it's a bit of a catch-22, because there's both sides to this of, well, damned if you do and damned if you don't. But more accurately with this is that I feel like there's, I feel like, especially with these kind of games, the sandbox, there's become a formula, and it's become, well, it's become boring and predictable, in the sense of there's nothing new within that genre. And I feel like ever since Minecraft was a thing, and I know there was games before that tried to do similar things, but I'm picking Minecraft because I think everybody on the planet knows what Minecraft is. So I feel like ever since then, people just picked up the formula, changed it a little bit maybe, but they just drop you in this world. And when a new game comes out, and there isn't backlog of videos of how do you do this and how do you do that, and I've got to say that the sandbox games have been amazing to content creators, because there is a million and one things that you can do with it. I'm not saying everybody does, but that it feels like that sort of game is our wheelhouse of such. Of they were built to just keep going, and therefore there is an endless supply of ideas, videos, streams, and for that I think is amazing. And I think Minecraft just started getting to that height point when it really needed to, and took off. Like I said, I love Minecraft, but I always feel a bit hollow, because I do what I want in a world, or if I'm in a world of friends, and we've done it. We've done what we set out, whatever it would be, and however long it may take. But then the only thing that kind of happens usually, and we're not master builders, I'm talking about the average player within the sandbox realm or worlds of games, that we then start a new world. And we do the same thing, maybe different ideas, maybe different ways we want to do it, or different feelings, or of how we want the world to feel. And it's rinse, wash, repeat. Now, the whole point, at least in my mind, for a sandbox world, is that you can keep going. You don't have to have this level of play to experience it, to be immersed in it, to lose hours, days, weeks, months, even years sometimes, to that sort of game. And I feel like the problem has become that they're making them too complicated, in the sense that, let me explain. Redstone in Minecraft has been used for many years now, and it is basically a type of block within the world of Minecraft that lets you move several things. But the problem is, unless you know how that works, unless you have an idea, you have to go and scout it out, or hope you have a friend that knows how that works, to learn how it works. And again, this comes back to my thing of, you're just plonked into a world and told to go. There's no way of learning unless you know someone, or again, YouTube, streams, etc., etc. And I don't think these are bad qualities. I want to make that perfectly clear. But it means that you are waiting for somebody to figure something out, to then show that thing in a public setting, or maybe a friend just helping you privately, whatever it would be. And I always feel like that takes away a little bit of my creativity, because then I'm just doing copy and paste, and I can add layers or flavors of what I want to what I've seen, of course. And there are those videos that go, hey, this is how you do it, now maybe try this way or this way. And I think that's really cool, honestly. But I feel like there needs to be something that shakes up the genre, something that comes in a little bit new. And I in this case, I do believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I just feel like there needs to be something new with the sandbox genre, or at least what I'm going to call a sandbox genre game. Minecraft, etc., etc., those types of games. And I feel like it's very hard, because you either make the progress way too slow, that the player loses interest or way too fast, and you've done everything within 2 seconds, right? So I feel like Minecraft is the staple of there's a balance there, unless you get really unlucky, but the balance there, and I feel like they need to put that or grab that balance of Minecraft, put it in a new game, and give it something new. Give it something refreshing, and I'm not too sure what that is. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have an idea of such. And I just feel like there is a new sparkle, you know, there's a new sprinkling of glitter that needs to be put on, and it's kind of the same thing, and I'm going to divert just a tiny bit. Roguelike games, or rogue games, that it's the same formula, and it's amazing when you actually get that progress in a rogue game or a roguelike game. You feel achieved and you feel awesome, but then again, past a certain point, all you do is restart. And I'm wondering if there's a bit of the equation in the middle of feeling really good, then completing and restarting, that's where the kind of glitter or pixie dust needs to kind of come in. I don't really know if that makes sense, but it does in my head. So I really didn't prepare for this video, but it was just something that really came into my head, and I thought this would be an interesting topic to speak about. Maybe I'll go in depth at a later date, but let me know how you guys feel about the sandbox game. And maybe, and this could be a massive part, that maybe it's because I mainly play the sandbox games in solo mode or non-multiplayer worlds. So maybe that's where this is coming from, of you go, well, actually, there's years after, there's hours left after you've done all that, because you get your friends and you get to do this and that. So maybe that's part of it, and in that case, fair enough. But I just wanted to know if other people have had this same feeling with the sandbox worlds, or that, you know, again, they do that kind of cycle. Maybe people haven't realised it yet. And I'm not saying don't play those games. I'm not saying don't sink the hours. Don't do the restart process, because it is extremely satisfying and it is extremely fun. And, you know, this video, I know I've kind of done a lot of videos right now like this that's kind of been been a bit negative in opinion, I guess, but this video wasn't. This video was just, how do we put that new layer in? You know, how do we make this food dish that we really love, and how do we just make it a bit fresh? You know, sparkle it up a little bit, because this video isn't, they need to scrap it, they need to rebuild, and they need to completely rethink what the sandbox genre is, because I don't believe that's the case. But just let me know your thoughts, ladies and gents, and yeah, I don't know, maybe there's something in there. But yeah, guys, I do want to say that it's really hot here, and doing long videos with headphones while the heat coming from my PC is really bad for me right now. So these videos will probably be shorter, but either way, hopefully these will still be good, thoughtful and entertaining discussions. So yeah, let me know down below what you think, and yeah, I'm gonna get the hell out of here, and I'll catch you guys whenever the next video is. Bye bye for now.